So this week I'm coming to you from my hallway, which is not normally where I stand, but I wanted to share with you kind of a little object lesson that God taught me this week, and in doing so I'm also sharing with you a very messy house, so please love me. So our verse this week, talking about God creating a clean heart in us, reminded me of the chaos that we are currently living in. We worked so hard this past year on our house and worked on a lot of different rooms and new carpet and new paint and just making it ours, and everything was great. And then we found out that all of our plumbing was bad and it has to be replaced. All of it. And so this is what we are currently living in, as we have pulled everything out of our house and put it all in the dining room. So, you know, if your dining room doesn't have a washer and dryer in it, then I think you're missing out. But anyway, in the middle of all this mess, something good is happening. And if you come this way, I'll show you. The plumbers, who have a lot more expertise and knowledge than we do about this sort of thing, have been working very hard to run new lines in areas where you can't normally see what's going on. There's the plumber, and then there's the cat getting a drink out of the bathtub. And so this is what's happening behind the scenes in our house. And what it reminded me of as I was studying this whole "create in me a clean heart" verse is that our hearts are kind of like this mess that's going on. There's all these things that are happening in the walls and in the crawl space and all these places that you can't see. But once you realize the problem is there, you just got to move out of the way and let God come in with His expertise, and He's the one who does the work. He's the one who does the creating. He's the one who does the fixing. And it is certainly a mess. Things sometimes get worse before they get better. But at the end, at least we're having faith that at the end of this, it's going to all look good again. And we can put things back and we can move on and start over with kind of a new way of living with good plumbing instead of bad plumbing. And so that's kind of what we can do in our hearts too. And so this is the object lesson that I'm carrying with me this week as I live in this mess. That sometimes the creation of a heart requires a mess, but it also just requires moving out of the way, letting God come in and do His work, and then seeing what He leaves you with. So that's what I'm learning.